Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another model. Today you will be reviewing a JC Wings Airbus A340-500 in the house colors livery in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Troy's Toys based out of Overland Park, Kansas. His website is www.troystoysinc.com. Allow me to share with you some information about the history of Airbus, if you would please. Airbus Industry was formally established as a Groupement d'Intérêt Economic Interest Group on December 18, 1970. Airbus had been formed by a government initiative between France, Germany, and the United Kingdom that originated in 1967. The name Airbus was taken from a non-proprietary term used by the airline industry in the 1960s to refer to a commercial aircraft of a certain size and range, for this term was acceptable to the French linguistically. Airbus Industry actually began as a consortium of European aviation firms, along with the consolidation of European defense and aerospace companies to compete with American companies such as Boeing, McDonnell Douglas, and Lockheed Martin. The headquarters of Airbus Industry is located in Blagnac, a suburb of Toulouse, France, with production and manufacturing facilities that's located mainly in France, Germany, Spain, China, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. And the Airbus destination code for this aircraft is 41. Okay folks, this is the box you're looking at here. The aircraft type, the computer generated picture of the aircraft slogan, I'll get into that momentarily, the Airbus title, and the model information right there as well, folks. Alright, this is the back of the box here. Nothing much back there except the JC Wings logo there. And you can also go to their Facebook page and get information about present and future upcoming releases as they release down the pipe. Okay. Alright, this is the top of the box here. The model information, the slogan, and the aircraft type. And this is the bottom of the box. Same you saw at the top of the box earlier, okay? And here is the model stand. It came with the model. And then you see this little black pattern right here. So when you put your model on the stand, that'll prevent the model from being damaged or scratched, what have you. And then this little plaque here, you see the aircraft type, the title, the Airbus A340-500 title there, as well as the scale information there. This little plaque deal, this is something JC Wings been doing since 2013, and it also makes the model more attractive and appealing. And this little plastic bag you see here, featuring all the little goodies in here and the two little toothpicks, these are the gear replacements. Please stay tuned for that part as I go into detail for the purpose of these for this model, okay? Okay, with all the information out of the way about the history of Airbus and how they came into one of the aerospace giants of aviation today, all the detail here on the boxing, the model stand, and the gear replacements. With no further ado, folks, here is the model. Alright, there it is, folks. The JC Wings Airbus A340-500 and the house colors livery in a 1/200 scale model. Allow me to share with you some information on how the Airbus A340-500 came about, if you would please. The program of the Airbus A340-500 was officially launched in 1997, as this aircraft was officially introduced as the world's longest range commercial jetliner when it first made its debut on February 11, 2002, and was eventually certified on December 3rd of that same year. Air Canada was supposed to have been the actual launch customer of this aircraft, but filed bankruptcy protection in January 2003, which caused delivery delays of the aircraft until March of 2003, allowing the earlier deliveries to go to the new launch customer, Emirates, which allowed the Gulf carrier to launch its nonstop service from Dubai to New York's John F.Kennedy International Airport in New York City on June 1st, 2004. The first route into America utilizing this aircraft. The Airbus A340-500 has a maximum flying range of 9,000 nautical miles, which equates to about 10,357 miles, and due to the aircraft's range, this aircraft is capable of flying non-stop from London Heathrow to Perth, Western Australia. Through the return flight require a fuel stop. The Airbus A340-500 was the longest range commercial jetliner until it was surpassed by its direct rival, the Boeing 777-200LR, the longer range worldliner, after the Boeing jetliner made its debut on February 26, 2006. And as of March 2017, there are approximately 11 of these Airbus A340-500s that are still operating in service currently. All right, so with all that out the way, let's get down to the details and let me show you all the information on this aircraft. Shall we? Let's roll. Okay, we're going to start on the port side, nose slash left side of the aircraft, where you see a great view of the nose gears right here, featuring the struts. I'll show you a better view of those. Then that's the nose gear door right there. And there's the pitot tubes right there, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, and the cockpit windows. I'll show you a better visual view of those later on in the model review. And then there's the Airbus decal right there. Okay. Now over here, right besides the L1 door and below the windows, the A340-500 decal. This was the third variant of the A340 family that was launched in 1997 and entered service in 2002. A total of 34 Airbus A340-500 were made, but the last Airbus A340-500 was built in 2012. Etihad Airways, Azerbaijan Airlines, High Fly, Algerian Air Force, Italian Air Force, Las Vegas Sands, Qatar Emirates Flight, Royal Thai Air Force, Tunis Air Government, and year.Air are the current operators of this aircraft, while Singapore Airlines, Thai Airways International, Air Canada, AJW Capital Partners, Emirates, and TAM Airlines were the previous operators of this aircraft. Okay, now you're looking at the edge of the wing here. You see the inboard landing light right there. All right. Okay, we're still on the port side still, and then you see these nice big massive engine in it right here, folks. If anybody's seen this aircraft, this model doesn't do you injustice at all. These engines are actually big, folks, okay? And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent 553-61 engines that were used on this prototype aircraft, the Airbus A340-500. You also see the Rolls-Royce logo right there, as well as on that side as well. I'm gonna turn this model around, let you see the fan blades and the turbo fan blades do spin, folks. Okay, now you got a front view of these engines. The engines right there, as well as up there, and the fan blades do spin there. Perfect. And then as well as over here. And you got a better view of the inboard landing light right there. Okay, as well as the bogey gear here on the port side as well. Okay, now you're looking at the engines on the starboard side, featuring the engine strikes here, and the turbo fan blade spin over here as well. Great. Excelente. And then you got a view of the bogey gears here on the starboard side, as well as the inboard landing light right there as well. Okay, now look at the front angle of this aircraft, where you see the cockpit windows. Got a better visual view of those. The windshield wipers, the nose cone, the nose gears, the struts, and the gear lights right there, and feeding the gear doors right there. And also the bogey gears on the port side, as well as the starboard side, and the engines on the starboard side, as well as the engines on the port side. So, with that said, I'm going to take it back to the port side, because there's more information to share with you over there as well. Let's roll. Okay, now you're looking at this nice little long slogan. You see here, the longest range aircraft in the world slogan. This was the slogan that Airbus used on this aircraft, the Airbus A340-500, when it made its debut on February 11, 2002. They held that title until February 26, 2006, when Boeing debuted their Boeing 777-200LR, the longer range worldliner, as you can see, okay? Okay, we're at the back of the aircraft, still on the port side, where you see the registration ship number, F-WWTE. Registration ship number F/WWTE. This was the first Airbus A340-500 to be built, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on February 11, 2002, and was kept for test flight purposes until it was delivered to launch customer Emirates on July 30, 2004. This aircraft was eventually withdrawn from use on May 18, 2013, and eventually was stored up at an aircraft maintenance and storage facility at Ras Al Khaimah International Airport, located in Ras Al Khaimah, United Arab Emirates, on August 27, 2013, and this aircraft was finally scrapped in 2014. And we're at the back of the aircraft on the port side still, where you see the A340 title right here on the tail. All right. Okay, we're at the back of the aircraft where you see the APU exhaust hole right here, featuring the strobe lights right there underneath the APU exhaust hole. And the APU stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. That's what this hole is called, folks, okay? Now you're looking at the Airbus A340-500 and the house covers livery from the rear view angle. Boy, these engines are massive. Whew. Okay, I forgot a couple things on this side. Now we're looking at the winglets here on the port side, along with the red navigation light right there by the winglet, okay? And behind this Rolls-Royce Trent 553 engine, you've got a great view of the bogie gears here on the port side still, featuring the struts and the bogie gear doors right there as well. Okay, now you're looking at this aircraft from the starboard side where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear door, the Airbus titles, the nose cone, the pitot tubes, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the front cargo container door, the A340-500 decal title there. And then you come over here, the inboard landing light right there. And you got a visual view of the Rolls-Royce Trent 553 engines here, featuring the Rolls-Royce logo here as well as on this side as well. Very detailed. Alright, and you see the slogan here, the longest range aircraft in the world slogan there, as well as the winglet here and the green navigation light right there as well. And you got a great view of the bogie gears here on the starboard side there as well. Okay, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side where you see the rear cargo container door, the boat bin door, the longest range aircraft in the world slogan right there, the registration ship number, and the A340 title here on the tail as well. Okay, before I put this before I show you the bird's eye view here in the aerial, in the underbelly view of this aircraft here, here's some features that, like the rolling gears, they do roll, a little rough there, but they roll. They also tilt, great thing, and the nose gear does swivel there. You see that? Okay. Okay. So, with that said, let's get down. Allow me to show you the bird's eye area view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view as well. All right, let's roll. Okay, let's start at the top of the aircraft. You see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the antenna there, two little dots there. That's got to be a beacon light. There's the satellite communications box or the Wi-Fi box right there. The lane collision beacon light there. The ADF antennas in 3D. A couple more antennas here and here, and then there's the tail, and then the horizontal stabilizer right here. See the little dot right there, as well as over here. Those are the luminaire light that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings here. You see the flaps, the slats, and the ailerons right there. And then you see the engines right here, the Rolls-Royce Trent 553 engines there, featuring the engine stripe right there from the aerial view. Fuel dump valve, and the winglet right there as well. Same over here. Flaps, slats, and the ailerons right there. There's the engines right there. Fuel dump valve, and the winglet over here as well. Okay, now we're looking at the underbelly view of this aircraft. You see the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, the open nose gear door, and the nose gear. Two more antennas there. The anti-collision beacon light here under the belly. The hole where the stand goes in at. The center bogie gear here. Tilt. Excellent. Okay. And then two more antennas there. And then the APU housing right there, doors right there as well. And there's the horizontal stabilizer right there. And then let's go over here, folks. Gears right there, a little challenge there, okay. And there's the engines there. Fuel dump valve, registration ship number, and the winglet over here. Same over here, folks. Gears, okay. And there's the engines right there. Fuel dump valve, and the winglet there as well. Okay, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, I'm going to put it on that wooden stand that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand, folks. Okay, finally got this model on the stand with no problems, no issues. That's a great thing. And you're looking at this model from the port side. You see everything intact. The Rolls-Royce Trent 553 engines, the gears here, gears there, okay, gears there intact. And you see the slogan, the longest range aircraft in the world, displayed there as well. This is a nice looking model. Whoa. Now you're looking at this aircraft from the front angle with all the engines intact and the gears intact and everything. Very nice model there. Very nice one. Very nice. Now you got a view of this aircraft from the starboard side. Everything intact there as well. And finally, you're looking at this model from the tail cam angle. All right. Okay. Before I take this model to stand, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is I'm going to take these gears off and then let you see this model from a different angle without the gears. So I'm going to start with the front gear first. Okay. Some magnetic here, you see there, folks. Okay. Then the bogey gear here on this side. There. And then the bogey gear on the starboard side. There. They all magnetic. And I'm going to take this one off here. Hold on. Take it off here for a second. And then there's the center bogey gear right there as well. Alright. So, since I took all the gears off, I'm going to show you this model at a different angle. So, here it is. Okay, now I got all the gears off. Now you got this model looking at on port side in in-flight mode. Now you got one or two options from this point on. If you want to leave it in that and display it in that mode without the gears, that's fine. These gear replacements that I showed you earlier, that's the purpose for these gear replacements, to substitute the gears while you display your model in flight mode. Or you can choose to keep the gears on there and keep it in gear down position like I do. It adds more value to the model and makes the model more attractive and appealing. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on here, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? Okay, the seating configuration. Depending on the airline seating configuration, the Airbus A340-500 can fly up to 313 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. And some of the world's longest non-stop flights in aviation history were operated using this particular aircraft, the Airbus A340-500. Here's some right now from Newark to Singapore and Los Angeles to Singapore, both operated by Singapore Airlines. From New York JFK to Bangkok, and from Los Angeles to Bangkok, both operated by Thai Airways International. And from Abu Dhabi to Los Angeles, it's operated by Etihad Airways. Well, folks, this concludes this model review. Please rate and subscribe and let me know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model. I highly recommend it. It's a nice little aircraft. I have one more house code model to show, and that's the Airbus A340-600. It's going to be a minute before I get to that because some other stuff I'm going to show y'all I'm excited about that I just received. So please let me know what you like and what I can do to improve my video quality, okay? So in the meantime, take care, God bless, stay tuned. There's more video model plane content coming.